Yes. Here we are again. It's your boy Matt.
And your boy Jeremy.
And this is Parking Lot Parables. We're here once again to just talk about, just your everyday life scenarios.
Definitely.
Everything that's going on in the world. What's going on with us.
Oh, yeah.
And what's going on with you.
Yes.
And we got a pretty decent lineup for you, Jeremy. What do we got for him today?
We got a lot. But first thing we're going to talk about is forgiveness.
Forgiveness.
Yes.
Okay, so forgiveness has been a thing. It seems to have been like just the theme of the week. Like forgiveness, friends,
yeah, bro,
relationships, people at your job, people you don't even know, coming at you at your job.
Oh yeah,
and how we deal with it, and how do we forgive and move on?
Definitely.
So let's get into this forgiveness thing. We as followers of Christ.
That's it.
But I mean, it's like, if you don't forgive, it's like if you don't forgive, we won't be forgiven.
Oh yeah, that's Bible.
That's Bible. So I mean, but it's not as easy as it sounds. If we're being 100% honest, it's not as easy as it sounds. So let's paint a scenario. Okay, let's say a friend. Okay, people you've been friends with for years.
Oh yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you're not friends anymore.
Yeah.
That hurts.
Oh yeah.
It hurt.
It can hurt to a whole nother level, because not only do you go through a point where you trying to forgive them, sometimes you have to even look into forgiving yourself. Like, we can hold on to so much as far as, relationships or friendships or any of that type of stuff. You really have to look at, the whole situation. Like it, and sometimes you may think that you being held, but when you see that person in real life, or if you scroll across and see something that involves them on your page or something, bro, it'll bring up them feelings, like.
And that's how you know you're not over it yet.
Exactly, bro.
You see that person.
I'm
gonna be transparent for a minute.
Oh yeah, go ahead, bro.
All right, so recently, someone kind of, and when I say recently, I don't mean like last couple of weeks, last couple months.
Yeah.
Someone that I used to like came back into my life somewhat. Either kind of eased their way back in, through social media.
Gotcha.
I'm that type of person. I'm like, yeah, okay, it's over, man. There ain't no sense in, keeping any type of ties, man. It didn't work out cool. No hard feelings, but I don't want to see you on a regular basis either. So let's just keep it moving, man. You know. And so, they got back on my social media. So now I'm seeing them. The Lord will reveal things to you over time.
Bruh.
This person, man, I thought she was like, just, bruh. I swear I thought I was in love with this person, man. Like,
been there, bruh.
And now seeing the type of person, I don't know. It's like, dog, where was this the person that I liked a couple of years ago? I'm like, is this the same person?
So is she better?
Worse.
Oh, well.
Like, it's just kind of slick, ratchet.
Dang.
But just, it not someone I would want to date.
And you know what, bro? It may have been that she was the same all along, but now that you've grown, you've gotten wiser, you can see it for what it is.
You may be on to something, bro. And go ahead, bro.
Cause, bro, I've been with the foolishness back in my day. Like, even in high school, really, I didn't date that much, but every time I tried, they turned me down. And I look back now, I dodged some bullets from some ratchet people.
Facts, man. And it's like, that's why sometimes you have to you have to cut ties with certain people, man.
Oh yeah,
you know, because if you don't, they will bring you down.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like I've had to cut ties with certain old friends of mine, man, because you know they're still doing the same things that we used to do when we was like 20. I'm like, bro, we 30 now, bro.
Exactly.
Grow up.
Can't be with the foolishness.
Grow up, man. You know, and so but we gotta forgive, man. You know,
definitely.
Relationships. You know, if you're dating a person and it don't work out, it may be hard, but you know, and things may have been said, you know, because we say things, we do say things out of anger, boy.
We do,
and we say some ugly stuff too,
boy. I'm telling you, go for the jugular.
Boy, I'm like, oh man, we be so unchrist like, and I'll be the first one to say, boy, like,
man,
I'll say something and I know it ain't right.
Oh yeah.
But you know, I'm like me. I just be I be like, you probably done just push me to that point where, especially if it's a woman, you don't even put your hands on a woman.
Oh no.
So I'm gonna just say something that just try and kill their whole world. Well, I'm just saying, boy, like I'm just.
I feel you, bro.
Try and cut them deep, man, because you know made me that mad.
Okay.
But that's not forgiveness.
Oh no. We definitely have to work on how we treat others, especially those that we know don't like us. Like, bro, I even run into people who I know can't stand me.
Right.
And trying to put on a good face is difficult. But man, we gotta treat them with love. I remember my mama used to say, some people you just gotta love the hell out of.
Yeah, and that's literally what you're doing. I mean, and you know what? It's a daily fight.
Oh yeah, every day.
It's a daily fight, and you literally have to seek Christ every day. And understand that you're not gonna get it right every time.
Oh no!
Like so many times you don't do it right. Go ahead, bro.
Bro, it can be even years that stuff has happened like a long time ago, and it'll be brought up, and you think you've gotten over it. Like, bro, I think the other week I had a dream about someone, and it threw my whole disposition off. Like, made me mad all over again. You know. And, like, I was like, dang, God, I thought I was over this. Why am I dreaming about this? Like,
you know, why am I mad about something that happened years ago?
Man, and that just shows you some stuff can be so ingrained in your spirit that you really have to continually seek God on a daily basis. And that's the funny thing about God. He'll put stuff on your mind and be like, you ain't there yet.
Like, let you know, humble yourself. You ain't over it yet. You are not over it yet. And about forgiveness, we gotta understand that forgiveness is not a weakness.
Oh no, definitely not.
And forgiveness is more for you. Like when you're forgiving someone, that forgiveness is for you.
Oh yeah.
It's not for them. It's for you, because when you hold on to whatever it is that they've done to you, you like that's killing you on the inside.
Yeah.
You are making yourself sick.
Man, I know people who've gone through some real traumatic things. Like they've been raped and all this type of stuff, been beaten. And that forgiveness is still required. You ain't got to associate yourself with any of that type of behavior. And we definitely don't condone it. But at the same time, you have to forgive that person. It's like, I always look at it in the Bible like even Moses, he killed somebody. He killed somebody. And, you know, God was like, you know, I'm going to make this man a leader. And I'm like, how you going to make this man a leader? But we have to show that same grace to every situation, even no matter how big or small. Because we will kill ourselves worrying about, you know, what others have done to you. You know, just keeping it on your spirit. And that is not a way to live.
Yeah, and you talking about Moses, who David took a man's wife and sent him to die, and you know God still found purpose for him. You know, so I mean, there's like forgive.
Oh yeah,
make it a daily practice, make it a daily goal to forgive. Definitely. I ain't say forget.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And this is something else that people got to understand about forgiveness. Just because you forgive somebody, doesn't mean you have to like continue like dealing with that person.
Yeah, you ain't got to associate.
Y'all don't have to go back to where y'all were. That's not the requirement.
Some people have different seasons in your life.
Exactly. Like
And you gotta let go sometimes, cause man, I know there are definitely a bunch of people who I'm just done with. You know,
done. DONE
apostrophe
or done. As the French in France would say.
And you know what?
I'm just playing. They ain't say that.
And there's also some that really we didn't even fall out, but I will allow back in my life. Because, you know, we didn't cross each other wrong. There's even some ladies, you know, that we were cool with that we just fell off. And, like, some of them I'll just be like, we've been together, like, all along, right, you know, as far as friendship and all that.
Right.
But I'm at the point in my life where I'm focusing on me, doing everything I can to grow as a Christian, trying to be a better man, provide for my future family. I'm trying to get set up because I'm 30, bruh.
Yeah.
That's the theme. I'm 30.
We 30. And that sounds really weird saying that. But it is what it is. But let's talk about this week you had, bro.
Bruh, I had one of the most trash weeks that I've ever had. And the whole thing stemmed around depression. Like, and it's weird because I don't know what I was depressed about. Like, my bills were paid.
Right.
Like, I had plenty of money in my pocket.
Right.
I didn't feel lonely or none of that type of stuff. You know, I wasn't fiending for someone to date or anything like that.
Right.
But it just felt like a spirit of depression just came over me. And, bruh, I was like just to myself this whole week. I don't even remember when we were going to like do music and try to edit this podcast. I was like, nah, bruh, I couldn't even come over. Because, bruh, I was just out of it this whole week.
So you told me a whole lie that night.
I did. I lied.
Tell y'all what he told me. Let me go back to my text messages real quick. Yeah, he said he was tired. He tired, boss. And he didn't tell me what was going on.
I was tired.
So let's go on ahead and deal with that part real quick.
Oh, yeah.
People, when you are going through something, if you have somebody you can talk to or call to pray for you, talk to you through what you're going through, please call them.
Yeah.
Do not lie like my brethren has just told on himself.
Yeah, bruh, I did. I ain't finna lie. Like, sometimes.
Although he did.
I did. But sometimes you ever feel like you just want to be in your feelings?
Yeah. Like, you be like, dog, boy, it's just like I just want to be mad.
Yeah, man.
Like, let me be mad and don't bother me.
Bruh, it was so weird. Even at work. You know, we're about to have finals week.
Yeah.
And I could just feel the stress in the whole environment of the situations. And it's like I took on all those stresses. I don't even have no tests.
Right. Yeah. You done with school, man.
Like, been done. But this week has just been like, just blah. Like I remember even when I went to lunch, I didn't even eat. I went to the break room. I was just sitting there, just looking. It was that bad, bro. And I was like, man, even while I was working, I could fake a good smile all day, every day. But inside, I was trash. And like I said, that's one of my excuses. I'm tired. Because some people came up to me, it's like, bro, what's wrong? I'm like, I'm just tired, bro.
All right, well, we done learned something new today.
Oh, yeah. That's one of my own.
When he tell me he tired, I'm going to just pray for him because he probably ain't tired. He's just going through something.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and it be like that sometimes. Sometimes you don't really feel like talking. And, you know, that's the thing that's really us men are bad about. You know, we don't feel like we going through something. We always going through something, but we don't always feel like talking about it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
More often than not, we don't feel like talking about it. And when it comes to being a better man for your significant other and your children, if you have them, that's something we can't be doing as men.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like even in our single life, we need to work on that as men. So you know, I charge all the men out there who may hear this to get you somebody you can talk to, man. Definitely. Get you another man who's like pressing, pressing in, pressing towards the mark of the higher calling, man. Get somebody like that who is pressing daily, fighting to be who God has called them to be. Link up with that person. Yeah. We all need an example, and then sometimes we also need somebody, a brother.
Oh yeah.
You know, that we can be like, hey man, I'm going through something, you know, because, you know, one day, like you was feeling like that, I might be like, bro, I ain't feeling it. I remember, you know what, and this kind of reminds me, I had a conversation with somebody a few years back, and I remember we talked about this, and I was like, bro, sometimes I feel like I just ain't gonna never get it right.
Oh yeah.
And I was talking about this Christian walk. You know, like I wasn't talking about like life. Yeah. Like be a career or nothing like that. I was talking about this Christian walk because I mean it seems so hard, man. Sometimes, bro. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't the daily stuff you go through at work, you know, it's the temptations from women. Or we could talk about the tomfoolery that goes on in church.
Oh yeah, man. But it's ridiculous, bro. Like just talking about that, you know, regular routine stuff that we should be doing, like getting up early, reading our word, worshiping, starting our day how we supposed to. Simple things like that, bro. It will throw off your whole week.
Right.
And I ain't gonna lie, I was off this whole week. I didn't read my word. I tried to listen to some music, worship music or something to get me out this funk, and it just didn't work. It made it worse. And I was like, I just had to survive that week, bro.
You know what? And this is how one day, a few years back, my mama painted this picture to me like to me like this. She was like, imagine you and God, you having a relationship with God. Like, you had a girlfriend, say. Yeah. Now, if you are that's supposed to be your girlfriend, you're supposed to talk to her every day. You're supposed to spend time with her. If you ain't spending time with her, you know, I'm paraphrasing. She went more deep into it, but she's like, if you ain't spending time with her, if you're not spending time with her, you know, talking to her. Yeah. I mean, y'all not gonna get that relationship is gonna fall apart.
Oh yeah, definitely, bro.
And I was like, wow, no, I don't want my relationship with God to fall apart. You know, so I'm like, we have to make a conscious effort. The Bible says, you know, draw nigh to me, and I will draw nigh to you. So we have to make a daily decision to draw closer to God, rather than taking time. If it's just one scripture, a day.
And it don't take much. Like, it could take one scripture to really get you through a whole week. If you just read it over, meditate on that scripture. Like, for real. Man, I even have, you know, the Bible app. It gives you different verses every day. And just going back that alone, it will strengthen you. I remember everybody was going with this craze. Have you seen the movie War Room, right?
I ain't actually seen it, but I know it was about prayer. And,
yeah. Because pretty much in the movie, the lady was like going through in a marriage or whatever, and she pretty much set herself a time where she could pray in her closet. She like emptied out her closet and got in there and prayed, write down different stuff. And bruh, I think I was doing that for like probably about 3 weeks. And my life really did increase, like, for the better because of it. But at some point, it falls off. My thing is, I'm trying to be consistent with my walk, and it is difficult when you tired. Right. When you really tired, man, you'll neglect all of that.
Right. You will.
But you, like you said, you can't put God on the back burner because He controls everything that's going on with you. He knows everything that's going on with you. So
I tell you what, my problem is my closet ain't big enough.
I feel you, bro.
But you was talking about depression. So let's talk about mental health counsel from the church for a second. Let's talk about that. Okay, so how do you feel about getting counseling from the church of mental health? Because, I mean, you don't really hear a lot of pastors, especially in the urban churches, talk about mental health. Oh, yeah. You know, it's written off as, you know, they letting the devil use them a lot of times. Not all urban pastors, but, you know, a lot. Yeah. A lot. So
my thing is, therapy is necessary for everyone. I would recommend it to everyone. I went when I was a child, because I was dealing with Well, back then they diagnosed me with bipolar, which to this day I don't get. But at that time, I was like jacked up. I even missed my whole last semester of high school because like my mind was just off. But like in therapy, I was so shy back then that I didn't talk. So therefore, I didn't really get the help I needed. But now that, you know, I'm older, wiser, I'm in myself and can do what I need to do, I recommend it. Like, even, I think, beginning of the year, I'm going to look for a therapist I can talk to. Because we all go through stuff that, you know, we want to talk about. But even sometimes you can't even find the words to talk about it. But therapists can bring that out of what's going on with you. And, you know, speaking of whether, you know, you would want someone from the church or just a regular professional therapist, to me, I would just want a regular therapist. Because I ain't gonna lie, I've been counseled by people in the church, and some of them just, like, like I've been to a point where my business gets spread.
Yeah, and I was just about to say that. I've seen
it,
man. Like,
and I'm like, bruh, I'm telling you all this in confidence.
Yeah, see, I ain't trying to be funny, but you can you can't really take them to court.
Oh yeah,
but exactly. You can take a professional to court if they put you out there. Yeah. But like,
and you know what, bruh? The reason I would really want to find someone out of the church is because I want someone who's not close to my situation at all, who can think optimistic about it, doesn't have a card in it, like. You know, if I'm going through something at church, how I'm going to talk to whoever's at church, you know.
Right.
Because, like, bruh, we go through so much, man. I remember even feeling drained out. And some people would be like, that's the devil in you. I remember even today, someone posted up a post like, what happens if you're burnt out at church? Like, does anyone else feel like they're doing too much church-wise? And I was like, yeah, I've been there plenty of times.
And you know what? I think speaking on being burnt out in church, like, you know, I read a post talking about if you too churchy, stay away from me. And somebody was like, what is too churchy? You know, just because they take their relationship with Christ serious. Okay, so let's talk about that for a second. Oh yeah, we can definitely touch mindset. On that. That mindset that having a relationship with Christ and being churchy always goes hand in hand. That is so not true, man. Like, I mean, and to see too churchy is like, you know, you be out and you always got the joker who want to do a praise break. You know, we be in the mall and this nigga was like, oh, I got an extra ring. Thank you, Jesus. just act silly, man. Like, bro, come on, man, with all that, man.
Like, especially people who don't know how to act regular, have a regular conversation.
Yeah, dude. Like they every other word that come out their mouth gotta be in tongues.
Exactly. I know these married people, they ain't in the bedroom talking about God while they trying to get it in.
Why they trying to get it in? No.
That's
what type of mess is that? You be like, oh Lord, did you give me an offer? Like, what?
Try to be TD Jakes. I'm trying to go to the throne of grace.
But like he gonna he gonna walk up to your word talking about get ready. No, man, that's crazy, man. Yeah. Like you too churchy, man. You too churchy. There's nothing wrong.
And really, bro, that's why there's a difference between religious people and people who are of Christ. Because religion is all about tradition. It's all about, you know, the principles that you need to follow.
Like, this is what's said. This is what needs to happen.
Exactly. And brother, majority of it isn't even biblical.
Like, so I'm like real. These are a lot of these principles that y'all talking about. Like, you gotta dress this way.
Oh yeah.
Or you gotta address me as that. Like, a lot of these titles you got ain't even biblical.
Bruh, like, man, if God was to ever call me, I would probably never take a title.
I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that. Exactly. You know, some people would get offended.
Yeah.
Some people would get offended that you decided not to take a title. Who he think he think he better than us out there. I'm like, no. Like, and it's not even that serious. You worried about the wrong thing.
Yeah, because, bro, we will put people on pedestals because of that title.
Yeah, like that title, a lot of times that title can church titles sometimes can draw more fear out of people.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Than they scared. Who's that calling? Who's that calling? Oh, that's an apostle calling. Oh man.
Like, okay, that's an apostle.
Lord, I gotta help and answer this. I gotta answer this.
Oh yeah.
Something going on with your child. Oh, I gotta answer this. Get mad.
Bruh, like just the fact that, a lot of people will drop everything for their church. That's not a good sign. Like, if you can't be free within your home. Now, I'm not saying that, there's an emergency need that needs to be met and they're just calling on people. But I'm saying that every time you will drop everything and just put all of your energy into that. And sometimes I've even gotten lost into doing church stuff that my relationship with God dwindles.
Right. like you realize, I've been spending all this time in church, but my relationship, I ain't got no closer to God.
Oh yeah. Like, man, it can be some trash. You can wipe floors, clean up, do everything that you know how to do in the church. But if your relationship doesn't reflect the work you do, then it's worthless.
And I want to just make something clear right now for anybody who may listen to this. We are not trying to blame church for this type of behavior. We're just trying to make it known that this is happening.
Oh yeah, all over the country.
And there are times when there is manipulation going on in certain churches. Leaders are manipulating their members into believing certain things using manipulation and fear.
Oh yeah, man.
But it is on us to seek God for ourselves.
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, whether they was trying to manipulate you or not, you fell for it because your relationship with God wasn't where it was supposed to be.
Oh yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's still on you. But we just wanted to shed some light on that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And we want to talk about sending topics to our email address.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What's our email address?
Yeah, so our email address is parkinglotparables@gmail.com. That's parkinglotparables@gmail.com. If you have a story you want to talk about, even if you have just a common topic that you want us to discuss, send it to the email. We'll definitely shout it out. We won't put any names of who it's from, or if you're going through an issue, we won't tell who the message is from. But definitely hit us up if you want to send a topic, or if you want to even participate in our Miss Me With the Foolishness. Like, if you've seen an article or something that was just crazy, send it to us, because we love to talk about it and shed light to the people on what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, and like Jeremy said, we'll talk about anything. Nothing is off limits. We talk about politics.
Oh yeah,
Of course, we talk about church. We're gonna be talking about the community.
Oh yeah.
We'll talk about your mama. I mean, whoever you want us to talk about.
Oh
man.
Yeah.
And our you can follow us on all our social media. My social media is Matthew Priest on Facebook, Matt P2 Real on Instagram, Unprecedented MP on Instagram, and not Instagram but Snapchat, and Unprecedented MP, and on Twitter Unprecedented MP.
Oh yeah, mine is The Chase Harden on all social media platforms. So follow us. We have some funny stuff during the day, and we're going to start doing some different skits in next year. Definitely planning for that.
Lord willing.
Oh yeah, definitely, Lord willing. So keep a lookout for that type of stuff. And again, if you want to come on the podcast, shoot us an email or come in our inbox. We'll love to have you on the show.
We'd love to have you. You. So let's talk about it's about that time of the year, hang all the mistletoe. It's that time of the year.
Oh, yeah.
Christmas shopping. So, who's doing Christmas shopping, bro? What you got going on with this Christmas shopping?
Man, what, bro? Every Christmas it seems so draining.
Man,
like, bruh, I love my family, but woo, that December check be trash.
Bruh, you ain't lying. And my mom, she trying to do the most. I'm sorry, she probably gonna hear this. Mama, I love you, but I'm about to tell it. She wants this nail table. Like, it's like, I don't know. I think it's high tech or something, because it's like $1,000-something.
Woo!
I'm like, what in the world? I'm gonna have to get her. I'm gonna get my mama on this podcast. Y'all gonna hear from her. She got a lot to say. She's a beautiful lady. She's very wise. She's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Mama, I love you. Mm-hmm. But Christmas shopping, I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of glad I'm single.
Oh yeah. Bruh, when I tell you that right there is a blessing. I remember
I'm glad I ain't got no kids. What?
I remember I was at work and one of the janitors was like, Jeremy, so you ain't got no girlfriend? I was like, no, I'm good right now. And she was like, what you mean? Keep in mind, she's married. Mm-hmm. I'm like, don't roll that way. But anyways, I was like, I'm going to have to wait till after this holiday season pass.
Facts.
Because, man, I ain't got it. Well, I got it, but I ain't got it for someone else. I'm trying to build.
Yeah, like for real, man. I'm trying to build. I'm trying to build this empire.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. And you know what? I have met some people who aren't really into the holiday stuff, like not into Valentine's, and like they really don't do all the gift giving and receiving. Like there are some people out there who won't, expect you to go above and beyond for a gift. When, especially if you showing them love throughout the year, that's what I'm looking for. I ain't gonna lie. Now I will, when I'm financially able, I'll put out for the right one. So if you out there, let me know.
Yeah, if you hear us right now, what's up, baby? Hey, so you know what time it is.
Oh,
of course we had to, of course, if you listen to the last podcast, you know what's coming up next more than likely. Miss Me with the foolishness. Okay, so what we got, bro?
All right, so this is the tagline of it. There was an Arizona man that was arrested after dumping a woman out of her wheelchair on a moving train. So pretty much this is a story. He was arrested after attempting to take a woman's wheelchair, and he was on the regular subway. Like, pretty much they were saying that they pulled into a station, and this guy is 26 years old. And of course, well, I ain't gonna say of course, because they ain't all, but he's white. And my thing is, why are you trying to take someone's wheelchair? Like, there's even a video of it, and we may leave it in the comments as well. Like, there's a video, like, he is literally got this lady in his wheelchair trying to dump her out, and she's just holding on for dear life. And I ain't gonna lie, it was pretty funny when I saw the video. I ain't even finna lie, I was laughing. Like, she was going all over the place, waving her arms. And she was sort of hefty too, so she wasn't gonna be easy to move. He had to put some strength behind it.
Okay, so I mean, we can't leave out the fact that this dude has on reindeer slippers. While he's trying to rob this lady, he's wearing reindeer slippers. The police got jokes. They talking about this criminal was not spreading holiday cheer. This kind of reminds me of Friday After Next a little bit.
Oh yeah.
He was like, ho ho ho, Merry Christmas, mother.
And you know what's funny? When he finally got the chair, why would you sit in it and roll off? Bruh, like, he sat in the chair and he probably only got 10 yards, and the whole train rushed him outside of the train.
Everybody on the train jumped on this dude's head, but he got away though. Which is the crazy part. He got away.
My thing is, where were all these people when he was trying to get the woman out the chair? Because in the video, all you see is him and her struggling with this chair. But all these other people come from out of nowhere. I'm like, where they been the whole time this happening? Like, I was like, man.
So the police got him. They did get him. Mm-hmm. Okay, but he was still wearing his slippers, his reindeer slippers. They arrested him in his reindeer slippers. People on Facebook, over thousands of people were sharing his picture on Facebook, and they caught him, and he was still wearing them doggone slippers.
God, dog. I guess he was trying to play some reindeer games.
I was like, boy.
Golly.
Dude is stupid, boy. But this is kind of what happens around the holidays, man. People do weird stuff, man.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Definitely stay safe out here.
Definitely, please do, man. I mean, when you Christmas shopping at Walmart, be safe out there because you got thieves just waiting in the parking lot.
Oh yeah,
to rob you.
Yeah.
Like I heard of a story at one Walmart where the dude he runs into the Walmart, and these people in a van they stop in the front like they was gonna shoot him.
Yeah.
So they done drew attention to the front of the Walmart. But it all happened to be an elaborate ruse, he could go and steal 2 flat screens, and he ran out the back of Walmart with them, put them in a Walmart cart.
Oh no!
These people are hurt around the holidays, man. You had the most trifling jokers that show up around the holidays, so y'all please be safe out there.
Even ladies, I would recommend you not even do a purse. I would take the bare minimum, put them in your pockets, cause people are snatching stuff. I've had several friends where they stuff just went missing, and I'm like, man, it's dangerous out here. We got some professional thieves, and you can even be in the city and say, no, that don't happen here. Yes, it does.
It does. It happens everywhere.
Everywhere.
So. And I want to talk about something real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of Christmas, okay, so Little Town, Waycross, Georgia,
bruh,
they got there is some foolishness going on down there right now. Bro? Okay, so in the mall, there was a picture of the dude who's dressed like Santa Claus. He took a picture, or somebody took a picture of him with a MAGA hat on instead of his Santa hat. And so now it's created somewhat of a divide in Waycross. Now everybody's like talking crazy. Like everybody's showing their true colors, but the true colors done started showing. Waycross ain't nothing about a pinky big. I mean, so
definitely.
Like, it really ain't no room for all that type of foolishness going on, man. I don't know what the true story is. From what I heard, somebody said there was a child that asked him to put the hat on, but I found out that may not have been true. What it was is he was just taking a picture on the side and he posted it to his social media. Yeah. And somebody he was following or that followed him on social media stole that picture and posted it everywhere else.
Bruh, there's got to be some type of policy of dress code for being Santa.
Like here's my only question about it. With the people who are defending him from wearing the hat, would you still be defending him if he was wearing one of them, I don't want to call them turbans, but what do they call it? Hijabs. Or something like that. Would y'all still be defending him if he had been wearing? Shoot, matter of fact, had he been from the Middle East dressed like Santa Claus, would y'all even allow that?
Okay.
Would y'all allow a black Santa Claus?
Bruh, if he was wearing an Obama hat, I know them people would have went crazy.
Y'all would have lost y'all flipping mind, man.
Don't let them have a Hillary hat. With her.
Yeah, or Bernie. Or any Democrat. You know, we're not here trying to press one political party over. We're just we're just saying, man, keep it biased.
Exactly.
Dude shouldn't have wore that hat while he was in uniform.
Oh yeah. You had a job.
You had your job.
You got to represent that job in the best way. If
that was silly.
Yeah, that was uncalled for. But at the same time, like, it's whatever.
Yeah, I mean, and like I hear from what I understand, he got fired. And I hate to see anybody lose a job like that because it was honestly at the end of the day, it wasn't really that serious. But it definitely, I definitely feel like you should have been a little bit smarter about that. That was not wise. I mean, and you know, it's just kind of aggravating. You know, when people, it's like people always quick to defend.
I'm telling you.
But like if it was the other way around, would you defend then? And you know, that's always a question, man. Just I guess what I'm really trying to say is always try your best to put yourself in the other person's shoes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, always try and put yourself in the other person's shoes.
Oh yeah.
And I want to just close up on this for everything that we've talked about in this podcast. There's a song by an old group called Commissioned, and there's a line in the song that says, "There is no excuse that's good enough for you to lose your soul." So we've talked about things like forgiveness, you know, how hard it is to forgive, politics.
Oh yeah, talked about depression
and counseling, and you know, forgiving your significant other, forgiving people who hurt you.
Oh yeah.
crazy mess that goes on in the church, man. You gotta. There's nothing that's happened in this life that's good enough for you to hold on to.
Oh yeah, you gotta let go,
and it's worth losing your soul over. Mm-hmm. So I just want to leave that with y'all. Anything else, bro?
That's it, man. We thank y'all again for listening. We appreciate every listen, no matter how big, how small. We appreciate it. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Check us out on Facebook. We will be throwing this up on YouTube and different social media platforms. But just check us out wherever you can. And like I said again, if you want to come on the show, let us know. We'll definitely love to have you.
All right, y'all. Peace. Definitely. One time.
Yes, sir.